Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to RAMP Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. Goodness gracious me. We always say you always pray when you're going out, pray when you're coming in. Always remember, God is in control. Always remember that. So we have a packed show for you tonight. And we want to first touch on Kayla Martin. You remember Kayla Martin? Yeah. She's going to the Dominican Republic, and they're going to the Dominican Republic this week. That's a beautiful thing. Now, I want to bring on Miss Darlene Morgan, her grandmother. I'm not too sure if Kayla is up, but we'll see if she's up to say a couple of words because it's very late and we're starting the show late, and we apologize for that. The preparation took a little bit longer than I expected. So let me bring them on, then I can go to regular programming. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on stage right now, Kayla Martin's grandmother, Miss Darlene Morgan. Welcome to the show, Miss Darlene.
Yes, sir. Good night again, everyone.
Big up every time. It's an exciting week, apart from
Yes,
nomination day and election coming.
yes.
We have
And it's
it's
a
an
blessed
exciting
week.
week because Kayla is leaving this week to the Dominican Republic. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, so
Well,
wonderful. So tell me, is Kayla still up or she's
well, she kind of settled in already. I would have to call her, but if
no, don't wake her up. We just want to know that if she was up, then she could say a couple of words. But we need her to get a rest because she's traveling with a team to the Dominican Republic, and I'm sure that she's gonna give them a run for their money because we're routing for the whole team and also Kayla to take the trophies home. So how are you
okay.
feeling, Miss Darlene? It's down to the ninth hour. Is everything in place? Is everything okay? Tell us what's
Yes,
going on.
sir.
Mm.
Well, everything is okay. She will be leaving this week, and we are now ready. She'll be going to
Um,
Punta Cana,
right.
Dominica Republic. They will be
Um,
staying at one of the best hotels I heard, an
all right.
all-inclusive hotel.
Wonderful. Lovely. So,
Barcelo, I'm going to try and call this name
uh-huh.
Barcelo Barbaro Palace. That's the name of the hotel. It's in Spanish.
Yeah, yeah.
In
So you got to
Spanish.
take some Spanish lessons because you got to travel with her when she becomes a superstar and a global
Okay.
icon. So you got to start learning different languages now.
Practicing them for now.
That's right.
Okay.
So it's a beautiful thing. So the hotel is first class. It's all inclusive.
Yes.
That's good to know. And we
Yes.
say thank you to all those who contributed and made it possible for Kayla to go to the Dominican Republic. Her grandmother is ecstatic and she's all smiles right now. You know,
Yes.
so it's a
Eh,
beautiful thing. And we'll
yes.
be touching base with Coach Jodian Anderson Llewellyn. Is that right? So yes, we need
Yes.
to have live videos so we can show our audience what is going
Yes.
on with the
It will be
whole
on
team.
YouTube.
It
It
will
will
be
be on YouTube and people can watch and comment and they'll also be glad for that because the support will be good for them. So it will be on
right,
YouTube, so you'll get the link.
right. So we need the link. So ask Coach Jodian to send me the link so I can and her contact so I can contact her for live feeds in
Yes, sir.
between competitions when she has time. I know she's gonna be super busy. So
Yes,
it's a
sir.
big deal and it's a large team that she's taking there. It's a huge contingent of youngsters and that in itself is a work in progress. So she has been doing a mighty job, and we say hats off to Coach Jody and Llewellyn, and we're gonna highlight her contact information. So if you need
Yes,
your
sir.
children to go to a gymnastics class in the South Central of Jamaica,
It's
she's
in
one.
Manchester.
A-
Yes. It's
and
in
she
Manchester.
also travels to different parishes, and she's
Yes.
doing an amazing job. If you remember, um, you know, uh, Kayla, and let's put her. She also won the inaugural Carifta Gymnastics Championship in 2024, and also the Jamaican Classics in 2025, and now she's heading to the Dominican Republic. This is a Let me give you a little tease of this was couple of weeks ago when we met with a family at my place, the Mystic Inn in Sierra District in Manchester. So this is when she came from the camp, and all the family are all smiles. They're so happy for Kayla. So it's a big deal for her to travel internationally to compete,
Yes.
and we're rooting for her. That's great exposure, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. And we say congratulations to the whole team, the entire coaching staff, and we say Godspeed and God bless, and we pray for each and everyone to get there and get back safe. We also thank
Yes,
all
sir.
the people who also contributed in any way that you did, and we're so grateful to each and everyone who made it possible for young Kayla to get to the Dominican Republic. And we promise you we'll try our best to give you a live feed of what's going on in the Dominican Republic. So Miss Darlene, I know it's late for you, and we want you to say your last words, and then we'll catch up again in a couple of days. So go ahead, Miss Darlene.
Yes, sir. They will be competing with other Caribbean countries. Let me name a few: Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, and Bahamas, and they will plus Jamaica. We are from Jamaica, so we are representing our country, and we'll also have US, and they will be competing with 33 other countries, which is
Wow,
so good. I think they are very excited, and I hope they
Congratulations.
go and do their best.
yes, that's amazing.
Yes, yes, and
33
this
countries.
will be very rewarding
Oh
for
yes,
them because they'll meet and greet other seniors, take pictures and autograph and things. So I'm very excited for them. Hope they go and enjoy themselves. Let us pray for them to have a safe journey back and
wonderful.
forward.
Oh yes, that's what we're praying for,
Yes, yes,
and we say Godspeed to the entire team, and our prayers are with them to get there and get home safe.
yes,
Thank
yes,
you, Ms. Darlene. It was a pleasure talking to you as always, and we say
yes,
God
sir.
bless you and God go with you, and we'll speak in a couple of days. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir. Thanks to everyone who supported. Thank you.
Thank you. And she said thanks to everyone who supported, and that's Mama Darlene every time. Big up, so it's a wonderful thing when you can see especially your grandchildren, do amazing things. It's so wonderful, guys, to go down that road, you know, when you're proud of your children's achievement, it makes you happy. And we say big up to Maurice. Maurice say, respect, you know what I mean? So we say respect Maurice. Goodness gracious me. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to apologize to, first of all, my daughter, Giovanna. Her birthday is this week, and I should be in Jamaica right now. But my doctors had other plans. I have some tests to complete that must be done. And also, secondly, there's other obligations that could have waited, but since I'm here, it makes sense I get them done. But I want to apologize to my daughter for not going to be there for her birthday because of medical reasons. I also want to apologize to the Alpha workers. These are the hourly workers who are disenfranchised, and we were we scheduled a meeting in Mandeville at a conference room for the 25th of August. That is going to be postponed until I get through my medical procedures, and then I can travel down. I'll make travel plans from there after everything is completed. So I will get Mr. Owen Witter on for a couple of minutes because I spoke to him earlier. I'm going to send him the link now to come on. He's waiting, and so we can have a short conversation about what the postponement and also other good stuff. So, Mr. Witter, if you, I know you're listening, so I just sent you the link. You can chime in whenever you're ready. Um, so we're waiting for Mr. Witter to come on. So as I said, I'm apologizing to each and every one for the cancellation of the meeting with the hourly workers of Alpart, the former hourly workers of Alpart, alumni partners of Jamaica. We are not forgetting these wonderful men and women who work 10, 15, and 30 years, and even less than 10 years. But these people have been disenfranchised, and the setback of my medical procedures will not stop us from moving forward. So here we have Mr. Owen Witter. Welcome to the show.
Brother George, respect every time. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Respect. As I was saying earlier, that I apologize to each and every one for me not going to be there on the 25th of August for that meeting, and it's just a minor setback because I have medical procedures to complete. So
Yes.
as soon as they're done, then we're going to reschedule the meeting, and we need everybody to be at that meeting. So it gives us some time to reach out to more of the hourly workers, and also to complete the conversation with the sugar workers as well, because we're going to combine efforts moving forward. And what I'm asking each and every one to do is also to reach out to their representative. It's election season. September 3rd is the election. This is the time for your voices to be heard. Ask them to answer that question. Where's your pension? So, Mr. Owen Witter, you have the floor for a few minutes. Go ahead, sir. I know you have a busy schedule tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. Well, brother Ashway, to God be the glory. To God be the glory. We give him great things. Yes. So we are not getting ready. We are ready. We are ready to meet with you.
Awesome.
Not getting ready. We are ready. Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
Um, I must first give a big thank you. Well, the person know himself already, and you know the person to do that running around for us down there to
Oh,
get the
yeah.
venue. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, you got to call his name. You got to call his name. He did a marvelous job.
Oh my God, wife and husband. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
voluntarily. Yes,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have a talk with well, let us say this. God bless those who contribute, and God still bless those who does not have it either. God fall rain on the just and the unjust. That's the Bible.
That's right.
Yes. So we don't criticize nobody. Yes, so we are ready based on if I'm not mistaken, I think I sent you something recently again to have a look at. And
Yes,
the
you did.
more I look at it, Brother George, and to the listeners, them, oh my gosh, it is sad.
It,
No,
I've
it is
said that.
sad.
I've said that in
It,
the last podcast. It's extremely
it is
um,
cruel.
sad and cruel
It's cruel.
that all you hourly workers of a huge company as Alumna Partners of Jamaica have been disenfranchised after you had an agreement. This thing about what they did and what they presented to the Supreme Court to ambush you, it was also dishonest in its
Yes.
in its integrity. There's no integrity there,
No.
and this is why we're going to bring this forward, and we're not going to stop until we get to the bottom of it, because it is unfair that many of you are retiring or retired or are waiting for your pension are not given that opportunity to help your family and your children and grandchildren. That's not a good look. With the price, the cost of living at this height, it's risen exponentially. over the years, this pension can stop that gap, you know what I
Yes.
mean, between poverty and just surviving. You know what I mean?
So right.
You know, it is unfair that even I don't see any government input to the magnitude of the problem. You know, so it should have been a case where the governments step in, because this is a systemic risk. To If you have people who have been disenfranchised from their pensions, working up to 10, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years with that expectation, then why aren't you being defended by the government of Jamaica? I can't understand that. You know, so if the government does not care, how come they're seeking your vote? Why
Oh,
why are they seeking your vote right now? Why are they seeking the votes of the younger people? And why aren't the younger people asking the question too? Because it could happen to them. It is a
yes.
systemic risk,
Yes.
and it goes to integrity and the trust of the leaderships of the country. And they should come forward. Now is the right time to address it. It is weeks to September 3rd, and I think the voices of those who have been disenfranchised from their pensions should be loud and clear. However, we're not going to give up, because whatever sucks, if the government changes or it continues to a new, to a new term, or the opposition wins, we're still going to ring the alarm, because this is not good. So thank you, Brother Owen. After this week, we're going to reset the date of the meeting. Well,
Yes.
once I'm clear, after the procedures are done, and then we'll take it from there. And we say, again, apologize to all those who are preparing for this meeting, but it will go on, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee you, as long as I'm alive, and I won't stop. I guarantee you that. I won't stop as long as I'm alive. Thank you, Brother Owen. Any
Brother
last?
George, before you leave me, just the final word again. We're all talking about what is documented in the All Part 1990 plan rule. Thank you very much.
Goodness gracious me, you couldn't have said it any better. Thank you, Brother Witter.
We
We'll be
talk,
talking soon.
and
Yes.
we remember you in our prayer. We pray up, okay? God
Thank you,
bless you.
Brother Witter. Wonderful. That's Brother Owen Witter. And we say, to all the Alpart hourly workers who have been disenfranchised, we say we're not going to stop till we get to the bottom of it. And it does not matter what they say or do. You sign an agreement and they agreed to pay you a pension. And at the end of it, this should not be the result. And we're going to get to the bottom of it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. And we'll see you. I'll see you soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I also want to reach out to all the young people across the island of Jamaica, and especially in South Central Jamaica, about this recruitment drive that's going on. It's a great way to get into a career in any field, because these two entities are great to be on your resume if you're up and coming and you're within that age range and also qualification. So let's start with the Jamaica Defense Force. So the Jamaica Defense Force is recruiting right now. And for those youngsters who are out there, you don't have a job yet, you have not worked, this is a great way to learn some discipline and also to get into a career in various fields, because they're whatever fields are outside of the Jamaica Defense Force, it's that's in normal society. It's also in the JDF. So if you want to be an IT specialist, if you want to be an officer, so a regular soldier, or you want a career in aviation, um, aeronautics, anything that you can think of, it's there, and you can get a career in the Jamaica Defense Force. So there's recruitment going on. What one was today, the 18th, 25th, 26th, and 28th of August at Up Park Camp in Kingston, Jamaica. So on your screen are the qualifications that you need, and also it's at Up Park Camp, so you got to be there early. It's at 0700 hours. That's 7 a.m. It starts, ladies and gentlemen. So you got to go on to the websites and so on and check it out. If you look at, and here are the dates here. It's at Up Park Camp on the 18th. That was today. One is on Monday the 25th, Tuesday the 26th, and Thursday the 28th. That's at the Up Park Camp location, and it starts at 0700 hours. I'm sure there's a lot you have to do, but you will have to touch base with the Jamaica Defense Force to get more information of what you need, the prerequisites, and also what you need to do prior to going there. So also I want to touch on the Jamaica Constabulary Force. There's a recruitment drive going on tomorrow, August 19th, at 4 Perth Road in Mandeville at my old high school. That's Manchester High School. Now, as I said, you have a lot of good aspects to either security force, that's the Jamaica Defense Force, or the Jamaica Constabulary Force. This is a great way to start your career, and it's great for your resume if you plan to travel anywhere in the world. If you have law enforcement credentials and also experience, a lot of employers will be more likely to favor you. You get what I'm saying? So this is a big leap in your career as a youngster coming up. Check it out, guys. That's August 19th at 8 a.m. There's a lot of things you got to do. You got to read through this menu of stuff that you need to do before you get there, and also call the JCF recruiting office at 876-919-3613. Also, there's another recruitment going on at Harmon Barracks. That's one Deanery Road in Kingston. So if you miss tomorrow at Manchester High School, then you can always um, run on up to Kingston. And there's a number down below, 876-838-3589. This one is on August 30th, so it gives you a little bit more time to prepare, and that because there's a little preparation that you have to do to gather some documents and also go on the website and so on, which is in front of you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, encourage the youngsters to start their careers there. And Huddling Peter, big up brother Ashwin, and respect grandma and grandpa. That's Miss Darlene Morgan. So big up to Huddling every time. One love. And it says, I am in class, brother, with and brother Ashwin. Tell him what told you tonight. Okay, so he's just setting on some words there that we gotta decipher. So in the meantime, encourage the youngsters to 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 start their career here, because we're in a global environment, and you can now travel to different countries that are a part of your circle. So um what Jamaica is a part of the G18. I think it is G18. That means 18 countries you can travel in without a work permit or something like that. Research it for me. But you can travel anywhere within these 18 countries and get favorability. So, we're global. And also, if you're coming to any first world country like US, Canada, England, and so on, Australia and France, Europe in general, you'll be favored when you have these security um, credentials on your resume. You don't know how powerful this is until you actually go. So remember, let me go back and recap. Up Park Camp is the 25th, 26th, and 28th. So just be there, guys. There's one tomorrow at if for those who are quick with putting all their applications and documents together, you can go to Perth Road tomorrow, or if you need more time to prepare, you can go to Harmon Barracks on August 30th. So that's a big, big deal, guys. So let's move on a little bit to our road show. We were on the road this entire weekend, and it started off with meeting Louis Culture and also Warrior King here in New Jersey. So there we were in New Jersey. That's Warrior King and Louis Culture and myself, and they performed at the style. Well, the promoters were Style and Culture, and they performed in New Jersey on Saturday. So we had a grand time, guys. That's Louis Culture and Warrior King, and I'll just play a short video of that for you. So let's get that on the screen for you. But in the meantime, what I wanted to say to you is it is a great thing for your youngsters to start an amazing career in law enforcement. Don't think that or don't discount it, because it is amazing. So don't think that it is a bad thing. It is great for the resume, and it's great for the rest of their lives, because it prepares them in many ways. You know, you get a bit of law and the discipline and experience to move forward. And I emphasize that because of a particular reason. You know, a lot of us are walking around with very little discipline and experience, and we think we can do it all by ourselves. No, you got to be programmed in a certain way. And when I say programmed, prepared. Let's say prepared. It's a better word. In a particular way to face the challenges of life. And if you're not prepared, then the battles that you have to face in this life are going to be greater, and you have a very little chance of succeeding, because there's a lot of stuff you're going to encounter. So in the meantime, guys, let's bring on stage here. No, let's take this off for a second, and here we go. So let's bring on stage. We're going to bring on stage, and I'm trying to share my video here, so let me get it right. Okay, here we go. So this was in East Orange, New Jersey, and this is Louis Culture, Warrior King, on the promo for their show on that was last Saturday. So here we go. Let's get this video playing.
Goodness gracious me. You're live now. You're right. Ready and live? Goodness gracious me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're in New York. We're in New Jersey. And I'm telling you this is a big deal. This is not.
So this is at Main Street Grocery and Deli. That's in East Orange, New Jersey. So we're in Main Street Grocery and Deli, and the gentleman who runs this is also an icon person who deals with a lot of Jamaican culture. So most of the artists that come to the United States and come to this side of New York and New Jersey, they always stop here. So
RAMP Promotions, the real deal podcast show.
Let's hear that again.
We're in New York. We're in New Jersey, and I'm telling you this is a big deal. This is RAMP Promotions, the real deal podcast show. And we say tonight is going to be an epic night, because we have two international artists right here who's going to be performing tomorrow night in New Jersey. And you're going to hear about this, because where's the poster? Because we need to have that poster. Let's go live. Can you see it? Zoom in on that poster. Tomorrow night, you're going to hear about it live. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring on stage right now the promoters of this show. This is August 16. It's called Style and Culture. This is Louis Culture, the big international artist and warrior king. I'm telling you, the king of all kings. I'm telling you, this is going to be a big deal in New Jersey tomorrow night. And you're hearing it here live on RAMP Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show. Can we have the promoters up here on stage? All the promoters come up. You're going to tell us what's going on tonight. Hold on. How you feeling? No, I'm going to hear you. How you feeling? Oh, you ready for the show? You ready for the show? Portmore represented. Oh, goodness gracious me. Where are the promoters? Come up, my brethren. This is Main Street Grocery and Deli in New Jersey. East Orange, New Jersey. Come up, my brethren. East Orange, New Jersey. Orange, New Jersey. All right. Yeah, we get it right. So come up, the man. We need you here live, you know. Yeah. So you ready? You ready? So tell the people who are going tomorrow night.
Well, we talk about style and culture, you know. You understand? Comfort inside New Jersey, you see me? Louis Culture alongside Warrior King. Do you remember also you're going to feature Sammy Dread?
Yes.
Michael Palmer.
Oh.
And New Jersey's one Lushy Bantan. You see me? When we say style and culture, we are talking about the people who have to come together and make this one up and car tomorrow now go normal. You see me? We get a little venue change for anything, but we're not.
Yeah, I heard the venue has been changed. So I want you to tell the world, because there are a lot of people who are watching right now and they need to know where to go because the venue has changed.
Well, I must have the original, the only Kevin Warren, you know. War entertainment, you know. What's your face, you know. The venue will change, but not change. At the same settings, same vibes, same DJ them, same selector. Not change. You see way. Same artists them, not change. Vibes, same way. You see way. There I go now. We're there at the Bloom now, see? Out of the kind of warm anyway, you know. So here I go, we're going to some AC. You see what I say? You're going to have some AC, you know. So the vibe's different, but it's still all right. The show even got longer now, you know. So now don't know, you know, say, the vibes are even energized even some more, you know, brother. So now what's your face, you know, just come out, same way, forward out, same way, and do it if you do. You see me I come from, just support the thing, I don't know things, you know, because a man like me will support everybody things, so I don't know. But no, I support no normal anyway. You see me I come from, just come out, support the thing. You see me I come from, as I see it, it's the man them there, you know, no bogus thing. We don't work with bogus thing. You see what I say? So the artists them in the place, nothing not change. You see what I say? Go outside, you know, brother man. They will say Main Street Deli all day. We don't know things here. Every Friday we there, so I have all the things here. Not change. You see we go outside. So here are boom.
Well said. Eh?
Every time.
When me tell them about, I said August 16 people like Kevin Woe said, no, man, no ramp. We're not ramp.
You know, so I will set up that thing out. Yeah, set up the thing right. Ladies and gentlemen, you have two of Jamaica's international artists, and I've seen them around the world. They've been performing for many, many, many years. You have a man called Warrior King, born Mark Dyer in 1979. Goodness gracious me. He's got a lot of songs check it out on the media. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful thing in New Jersey. You've never heard this before. You've never seen this before. And it's going to be epic if you miss it this summer 2025. I'm telling you, tomorrow night. We also have the big, bad Louis Culture. He's been around for many, many years. And him still look young. Goodness gracious me, my brothers. Come step on stage. Yeah. You see tomorrow night, these two brothers are going to give you something special because it is a very long time you have not performed here. And the people are waiting for you. and they're saying, hey, we want to see both of you. You know what I mean? The streets are saying, we are ready. So tell me, let me start with Warrior King. Yes, let me start with Warrior King. Tell me what's going to happen tomorrow night.
But first and foremost, I must say greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Selassie the First. Jah! Rastafari. We're going to bless him and bloom in the room, man. That's niceness. That's nicest, man. Reggae music, high quality music, more fire in the AC, as Virgin said. That'd be nicest, man. Warrior King, Louis Culture, Sammy Dread, Michael Palmer, Lushy Bantan. I just always love positive energy as usual, you know? Good vibes.
Yes, that's so. So tell me something, Warrior King. You've been performing a very long time, and you've been enjoying the vibe around the world. So tell me, what is the feeling and what are you telling the people you're going to give them tomorrow night? Are you going to lift it to a 10 more level? Are you going to lift it all the cat them there too? Yeah, the pussy's got to be here. We said straight. So tell me, Warrior King, what's going on tomorrow night?
As a matter of fact, we just had this back from my Asia tour. And I went to Philippines, I went to Vietnam, I went to Thailand, and I did some shows in Japan. Japan recently, so the vibe has been great. I know right now amongst the people them in the New Jersey, it's even a bit greater, you know. So just let me say, it's even an honor to share the stage with one of my favorite artists of all time, Low Culture, because we learn from him. He's like my teacher. You know, I mean, him don't know much respect him. So, Sammy Dread, but Low Culture is a man with my pattern. If it's my character, my humility, my pattern is of a Low Culture, because I love him vibes and an off stage. So that would be nicest.
So, Warrior King, before I touch Louis Culture, because I'm big enough, a big deal. It's not a meal deal, a big deal. Hold on.
In my opinion, he's one of the most underrated general.
No, I'm not underrated. No, I would never say that, because if you go across the globe, you'll understand that Louis Culture stands predominant, and he's now one of the pillars of dancehall. And I will say that us, the brethren from IRFM, you understand, the dancehall master, I will tell you, you know what I mean? So, how is it, before I touch Louis Culture, tell me how you feel sharing the same stage with Louis Culture, because, you know, saying he's one of the godfather and the pillars of the dancehall. Here we go.
As I said before, it's an honor, you know, because those who have paved the way before I respect them, and Louis Culture is an artist that inspired me a lot. So it's an honor to share stage with them. It's not the first time. Recently we were in Trinidad, and that's a family vibe. So, you know, say, everybody will come tomorrow, I'm going to feel the family vibes, I'm going to feel energized, I'm feel inspired, you know, so that's good vibration. Big up on the Portmore massive at the building, big up on the Jamaican community, you know, maximum respect, you don't know. Spanish town to the world, you don't know.
Oh, yeah, slow down that. Big up the crew again.
Big up on the Jamaican family, big up the Portmore community, big up the Spanish town community, Bangladesh, you don't know. St. Elizabeth, and I'm Vega, Sanguinetti, St. Elizabeth, spoilers the world. Woman at Jamaica.
So,
New Jersey people around over there. I represent.
Goodness gracious me, you heard it. You know, right now, it's a historic moment.
Big up the stats badness, as the Virgin said.
Goodness gracious me, you hear it live from himself, Warrior King. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one of the biggest reggae artists out of Jamaica, one of the most historic reggae artists out of Jamaica. And it is an honor to have him here in New Jersey. And under the banner of RAMP Promotions, the Real Deal podcast show. And we say, welcome. Put your hands together for Louis Culture. Yeah, put your hands together for Louis. He has been doing the do and doing his work all across the globe. Welcome, the real Gangali. We are celebrating.
Big up Main Street.
Every time.
Food and deli.
Yes.
Right now, them give me a good full belly. Main Street, grocery and deli. Full my belly. See? So we are going to them up, pop it off. We are going to smash when we reply. Yeah, man, we are talking about tomorrow night, the 16th of August is a must. Right now, the bloom, so the people have to come in the room. But like Sammy Dread, saying, Warrior King, I know a culture. Michael Palmer, Lushy Banton. It's not go normal, man. See? Pick up the promoter cause and do a real great job. See? So pure niceness, you know, man.
Louis, you can't leave yet. We can't get enough of the real Ganga lady. And you've been doing this for many, many years, my brother. And tell me, how does it feel to be performing in New Jersey right now?
Well, New Jersey is a place I ever love to perform. I mean, in the 90s, we are come and always a joy, it's an honor to be in New Jersey, especially amongst these great artists. Like man like Sammy Trade, we are listen upon cassette from your little youth. So, you know, it's a joy and it's an honor. Warrior King says it's an honor for me to perform with me. It's an honor to perform with them.
Yeah.
Champion, you see.
You know, Louis, you have been performing with many artists, and you boss many artists as well, so in other history. You know what I mean? That's in the history books. And we're gonna say big up to Main Street Grocery and Deli. And my brethren, Main Street, you need to come over here right now. While we are reason. You gotta come here, Main Street, because this is an icon place in New Jersey. This is the big up to Jamaics, my brethren, the big yard crew out of New Jersey. You understand him? They are alive and in charge. So we said, Louis, tell me something. Over the years, you have kept the energy alive. What keeps you going, Louis Culture?
Well, it's called focus and the passion for the music. You have to love it, you know, and music is my first love. I always tell a girl, say, you have the biggest mate in your life, music. I'm a number one girl, but why? You see, so that keeps me straight, you know.
Blessed love, Louis Culture. So tell me about tomorrow night. What you're going to bring to New Jersey? You have not been here for a while. You've not performed here for a while. And the people are waiting for Louis Culture. And tomorrow night, you'll be live and in charge. What should they expect from Louis Culture?
But you know when the Gangali turn up, the place burn up, you know, that's niceness. Yeah, we have it for each and every one, for the girls, for the gangster, them, for the roots and culture people. Yeah, man, I just say we have Main Street, Grocery, and Deli. Yeah. And a pure niceness. It starts already, you know, so it's tomorrow night, in the bloom, I tell you. It will bloom. Yes, sir.
Goodness gracious me, you heard it from Louis Culture himself. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow night, in New Jersey, you will have Louis Culture and who?
Warrior King. But watch out now. One somebody with all left. Yeah. Another chef. Yeah, man. So just turn out car tomorrow have a nice and just family vibes. I don't know New Jersey that's not like this for the longest time. You know? So we have to tell the people them to turn out and we have big up all Spoil and Clubbing, Southside, TG, Spangler, Raytown, each and every Jamaican, Portland with the Portland, you see. Straight.
I want to tell you, you know, you said tomorrow night, the venue. Hello, my brethren, come back and tell me about the venue again. I want to get the venue right, you know, because...
Let me tell you if you don't know. All right, tell next man, do.
You know, in the bloom. The rest of them don't know already, the bloom. With the upstairs, with the lower level, you see me I say, you don't know the bloom can't hold the thing. Outdoor with the one do the thing still done. You see me I say, outdoor with the one do the thing. You don't know. Them artists there, them half of the outdoor with the energy and the sunlight and everything about. We are no control things that we can't control. We don't know how to switch it to inside. We still have the Jersey the same thing. That's the way I said. Don't change.
Every disappointment is a new appointment. See? We're bringing the general, the owner for this place, Main Street, Grocery and Deli. We have to say, I'm not prepared. Kevin, man, family thing.
God bless you.
So, yeah, Kevin come from we out here. So tomorrow I got 15. You do them something like that. For the lover and for the love of Kevin, we don't care about no woman. Love of Kevin.
Sure.
We are going to do that.
Right, sure.
And we have to tomorrow night, the 16th of August. Oh, and everybody feel up here. Gangali there, Warrior King, South State, you know, half the tree part.
Goodness gracious me. So one more time, want to say Warrior King and the big Gangali himself. The big, this thing I don't know how many numbers. I used to listen up. My brethren, close out the show.
Yes, massive, for real. When we talk about tomorrow night, you know, we say August 16th, style and culture have been in the making, you see? So right about now, with the yes up, with the yes up. Just lose the all.
And look out for more from Style and Culture, ladies and gentlemen, because they have been doing things in this section of the United States for a while, and they're well known. So I want to bring to you a clip of the show. So let's remove that, and I'm going to bring a clip of the show, and let's bring up Louis Culture first, or we should look at Warrior King. Hold on a second.
Louis Culture himself, so take it down now. Microphone right down now. Nothing but time. Are you ready?
So these are short clips, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to bring up one with Louis Culture right now. I tell you, it was a big deal, and that venue got ran over with. It was overloaded during the course of the night, so it went very well. And as I said, Style and Culture promotion is a big deal, guys. We want to also big up Poppy. You know, Poppy. This is a promo for his show. Let's bring that up.
This is one name, a Poppy Cookout. You talk about the 29th of August, man. Poppy Cookout. I'm birthday, I'm earth strong, so come celebrate. It's gonna be great. What me say? It's gonna be great. I love over here. You wait at it. 24104 South Conduit Avenue, Queens, New York. We have a whole them up, Poppy Town.
August 29th.
August 29th.
So Poppy is in New Jersey, and he has his cookout in Queens, New York, and that's it right there on August 29th. That's going to be a big deal. So all those who are visiting this side of the United States, and you're going to be in the vicinity of Queens, New York, then you want to be here because this is a big deal. And don't be surprised you see a lot of artists that are on the ground here that they will be there. So you want to be at this event because this is a link-up event. You get what I'm saying? So big up to Poppy. Poppy is gonna have his Earth Strong and a cookout called Jalove Surround With. You know what I mean? So big up to Poppy every time. So you'll see him on the 29th, and don't be surprised, guys. You're gonna see some real big artists that once they're on the ground, this is a kind of a link-up party. So you need to be here. All right. So the 29th of August, check it out. That's going to be a big deal. So as you can see, when the Gangali said it.
This is one name, a Poppy Cookout. You talk about the 29th of August, man. Poppy Cookout. I'm birthday, I'm earth strong, so come celebrate. It's gonna be great. What me say? It's gonna be great. I love over here. You wait at it. 24104 South Conduit Avenue, Queens, New York. We have a whole them up, Poppy Town.
August 29th.
August 29th.
So you heard it from the Gangali himself and the Warrior King. You know, it's going to be a big deal, guys. So check it out. let me put the poster up here one more time so you can freeze the video and check it out. You know what I mean? So just freeze the video and just write the address down. You can just pause and do remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. You know, right now, just click the notification bell, comment, click subscribe right now, and let this family friendly show keep alive. You know what I mean? So tell your friends, share it to your friends, keep this show alive, guys. So I'm just asking you to like, share, subscribe, and comment because I need you to help me to keep this show alive. You know what I mean? So this show is for everybody. You know, so ladies and gentlemen, check this out. This is gonna be a big, big deal. Now, I've got a friend that she's in Sear District in Manchester, and she has this party every year. It's a big event. It's an icon event every year, and she has it round about her birthday, and that's Mumasketel them say, yeah, Ambition Over Hype, December 6th, 2025, and it's at the time is now car wash, and it's in Prospect District in Manchester. So you have TikTok Sound, which is always there, and DJ Splendid is going to be a big, big deal.
Congratulations. Well done.
So this is an annual event, year to year, and it's on December 6th. So listen out, we're going to keep plugging it in because this is like also a link up event where you link up with some serious people. You know what I mean? So she's very well connected, and she is doing the do. And I'm proud of her for her educational achievements and also her progress and her ambition. It's been a long ride for her, and we say hats off to you. Congratulations. And this is an event that you want to be at because it's always fun. And it's on December 6th. So check it out, guys. This is a beautiful event down in Time Is Now Car Wash, Prospect District in Manchester. It's going to be a big, big deal on December 6th. TikTok Sound, DJ Splendid, and a lot more DJs will be passing through. I guarantee you. So, ladies and gentlemen, also, let's touch on that Crazy Mondays is tonight, right? So Crazy Mondays is always going on on a Monday night. So it is going on right now. So if you're there or you're close to there, you still have time because it's only 11:05 there in Jamaica. So yeah, it's going on right now. So check out Crazy Mondays. It's a beautiful place to be at Eon's Lawn. That's Mel's Bar at Eon Lawn in New Forest District in Manchester. That's a big, big deal. So check it out, guys. I would recommend that you go there. And also, let's look at we are looking at Pauline and Courtney. They live here in the United States, but they have what you call a fish fry, and they do it every year. And they cater for they do have a lot of benevolence. And let me get the poster up here, guys, because um we can only put up so much posters at once. So I gotta find it and then put it up here so that you can see it. But Pauline and Courtney has this fish fry every year, and it's a beautiful thing. And I can't seem to find the poster, but it's here somewhere. I'm gonna put it up in a second. If I can't find it now, I'll find it later. So let me tell you about this fish fry. It's well attended by a lot of people across the spectrum of the United States and also in other parts of the world. And this is why I'm hunting for that poster for Pauline and Courtney, but I can't seem to find it right now, but I will, and I just did. So, yeah, I just did, guys. So let's get it up on screen here because this is, if you're in the United States, you can't miss this event. I tell you, this is not one of the events you want to miss because this is a big, big deal. And I'd be surprised if you miss this, because if you're in the New York area, let's get it up on screen here so you can see what I'm talking about. So here we go. So Pauline and Courtney fish fries on August 23rd. It's 215 Bay 31st Street, and it's Far Rockaway. It's a big deal. This fish fry is like an icon event. It's a statement thing. Goodness gracious me. And Courtney and I served in the Jamaica Defense Force together. So, this is a big deal. So big up to Courtney and Auntie Pauline. And they are also great friends of many people in Downs District, New Forest, Alligator Pond, Sea Ear, and so on. You understand me? These people were also friends of Nuff Nuff. If you remember who Nuff Nuff was, God bless his soul. But they know the South very well, and they're great friends of mine. They also have a guest house in St. Thomas, and also another hotel in Kingston. And they are very benevolent. They do a lot of charity work in Kingston to feed the poor and the homeless. So they've been doing a lot of good stuff. So in their circle, there's a lot of people who turn out at these events, and you'll be surprised to see the caliber of people, and also those who you haven't seen in a long time. As I said, that's kind of a link up icon kind of fish fry. You know what I mean? So it's a big deal. It happens every summer, and they have other events around the different times of the year. So you want to make sure that you're here at Pauline and Courtney's Fish Fry on August 23rd, 2025. So it's a big deal, guys. So big up to Auntie Pauline and Uncle Courtney. Yeah, goodness gracious me. So I want to also bring on another brother from Bull Savannah in St. Elizabeth. He's living in Florida right now, and he's doing a lot of good things in South Florida. He's also dubbed as the #1 reggae disc jockey, or disc jockey in his circle. He's doing a lot of great things, and we had him on the show, and he's having his birthday, and this is on August 29th. SSMG, DJ SSMG. Yeah, big deal, guys. So this is another icon event for a brother from the South Central of Jamaica who's been doing things, and he's been making the moves. You know what I mean? As you can see it here, from nothing to something, FNTS. You get what I'm saying? From nothing to something. SSMG, Miami's baddest DJ, has his birthday bash, and he calls it God is the Greatest. And it's Friday, August 29th at Club Cutters at 215 Southwest 27th Avenue in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, zip code 33312. Now, this is an icon event. I can tell you that this is one of them link up thing there. You know what I mean? When you link up with your brethren from long time, and some icon people are gonna pass through. DJ SSMG has been making the moves in Florida and also in the Caribbean and other places in the United States. He has been climbing that success ladder for a very, very long time, and he has not stopped. He's gone from strength to strength. And we say, give him some strength. And big up to DJ SSMG. So we'll try to get him on the show, because This is his busy period. This is the season when him shine. Goodness gracious me. So since this is the season that he shines, I gotta wait on some time from him. So I'll contact him to see if I can get him on the show before his actual birthday party on Friday, August 29th. So check him out, guys. If you're there, you need to go to this party. You get what I'm saying? So it is a big, big deal. Big up to SSMG every time. So we have another brother here in Junction, right? And he has been doing things in and around the South Central section of Jamaica. He has been putting on some serious parties and he's making some serious moves. And this, I can tell you, is going to be another one of his epic events, and you need to be there. This is in Junction City. He controls the city right now. And we got to say, I don't know who's going to topple the things that he does in Junction, but he rules Junction in terms of major events for the people. That's affordable and well advertised, and he also has and let's put it up here. It's book it. You kind of got the picture. This is in October 26th in Junction, St. Elizabeth. That's Impact Events. Impact also does a lot of posters, banners, and so on, T-shirts, hats, you name it. Any promotional items, and also a lot more in terms of also documents. So they have also a document section that you can scan an email, you can get online and so on. So they have that locked, and they have a little store that they deal with a lot more of the stuff. So you got to check them out in Junction. They kind of lock Junction in terms of technology and promotion. All right, so big up to Impact Events. This is going to be on October 26th in Junction City, St. Elizabeth. It's going to be a big deal, guys. Congratulations. While we're on here, I also want to big up Main Street Grocery and Deli. Devon and the crew and the owners of Main Street Grocery and Deli, we say hats off to you because you're doing a great thing for all our Jamaicans who come to this side of the country. They can always go to Main Street Grocery and Deli in East Orange, New Jersey on Main Street. That's a big deal, you know. So all the crew that goes there, you know, we say big up to you, and we're also close to closing the show. So I wanted to mention a couple of things before we go. Also, I want you to remember that Chrissy Boo's setup and funeral is going to happen, and I want to mention it on another show. But let me put it up here because I didn't want it to end it this way, but it happened this way. I should have mentioned it earlier. However, Chrissy Boo's grave digging happened, I think it was yesterday, if I remember right. And let me get that up on here so you can see it. But let's get it here, guys, and then we can talk about it. I can't find it just now. But the grave digging happened. That's DJ Kino's mom who passed away, and we're still praying for the family, and we want to make sure that you keep in the loop with what's going on for the funeral and so on. You know, it's a big deal. So let me bring this up here. I don't seem to have it here just yet, but I think I have the other one. So let's move to this one about Rakesh's memorial. Rakesh died over a year ago, and the memorial is on September 28th in Well Road, New Forest District in Manchester. And all we want you to support it so you can support the family and give them some closure in turn and support to help them to work through this as best as possible. I also want you to give DJ Kino some support, and I'm trying to find that poster, but I'm not able to at this time. So I'll do that on the next show. So hopefully I won't be out of date. But do remember this, the 28th of September for DJ well for Rakesh's memorial. And DJ Kino's mom will bring her up here. As soon as we have that poster. I can't find it yet, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that, but I'll do that at a later date. All right. So God bless you all on that one. So let's get this off the stage and let's close the show this way. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the show tonight. This is PIP Mondays. And we thank each and everyone who came on the show. All those who are watching the show, we say like, share, subscribe, comment, and also click the notification bell so that you know when we're coming on live. But like and share the show. So the YouTube and all the algorithms, the social media algorithms, will send it out there and keep us going as a family-friendly show. So I need for you to help us out. You know what I mean? So also check out the previous podcast while we were in the Catskills over the weekend because we were in New Jersey, but we were also in the Catskills. And I want to touch on that before I close the show. Hold on a second. Let's get that on the screen right now because I did not touch on any immigration issues, but we'll do that in the next show. So let's share the screen. And where is it? So let's share the screen, share screen, and let's go to the Catskills where we had a wonderful time. And let's give you the fourth segment of the Catskills because it was amazing. And let's let's see. I'm kind of cutting the show without touching a number of other stuff, but I think I'm going to have to touch it because we're just over an hour in, and we don't want to close the show without touching certain aspects of this big deal. So let me search for the video. Oh, here we go. So that here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get that on screen, and you can view this on the NARAM promotion page. There's 4 segments of it. The entire day was video was recorded, and I want you to check it out because it was absolutely great. So let's go. Let's get this video started. This is part 4, and this is the ending of the day. And here we
going. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, everything up and running. Up and going. Ladies and gentlemen, come over here. Yeah, all of us. What the name? Wayne Iraq. All right. Wayne Iraq. From Boston. Oh, they say Boston, you know, blank. Oh, hit the target every time. Lyrics up. All right. You have a whole. Just look over this. Put the camera over this. Everybody's on and looking. And the son of a set, turn the camera around this for me.
So while the camera is being turned, this is our road show. It's in the Catskills, was upstate New York in the country, and in the hills, that's in the mountains. And also we had Symphony Sound with DJ Paul Shim and his crew, and his son was there, and it was a beautiful day. You need to check out part 1, 2, 3, and this is part 4. And they played some very, very good tunes. It was amazing. So you need to check those out. Just go to Naram Promotions, as you can see on the screen, and go to that YouTube page, or you can visit it on Facebook. You get what I'm saying? So check it out, guys. It's amazing. So let's continue a few more minutes of it.
And yeah, you see, everybody's attentively winning, right? Yes. Where's Mama Eva? We need Mama Eva, you gotta come up front. This is all for you. Yeah. This is guaranteed all for you and Papa Evan. You know what I mean? I know he's in the background somewhere. Goodness gracious me. So, you ready? Okay, talk to the people, Evan. Welcome. And so, I say congratulations for what you're doing, because not a lot of people get the opportunity to do what you're doing, to make a tribute to their mother. This is special. You know what I mean? And this is something that's extremely important. And we gotta say thank you for being here to witness this, because this is unprecedented, and it's something that's special. It really get this opportunity, and you have special opportunity right now. Talk to me.
You don't know. Pick up some more volume. Yeah, respect. Symphony sound. Symphony sound. Symphony sound. Boston, New York, all the people that made it. It's a long trip. I up here to respect to Evan, to my mother, to all of the people that took the journey. It's a long ride. Rick, all the way from Oregon. Yes, Sean, big up. Aunt Norma, Ina from Virginia. It's a lot of people. But you don't know, right? I want to appreciate everybody that came out for this celebration. Sean, you don't know. Yes, Travis wasn't even making it. You don't know everything, love, bless up. Yeah, and I'll cook them. General, it was good. Of that. Yeah. So, I don't know. Good. Your mom really on the family. All right, see it now. I want to tell you, this is going to be for me before we start the rhythm part of it. This one is called Mama. All right. All right, here we go now. Mama, you're number one. You bring me in this first, so you respect the song. A lot of love you give you. In your life, you might have in the bridge. Mama, you respect high up in the sky. After 9 months of it, to make me show me high. I want to, me not to say no song high. And they teach me not to lie. Whoa. You want to great. On 9 months, you never feel no stress. On some mood, they want to be stressed. Them boy, they can't take. You don't tell them you are the number one. You are the man of civilization. Reproduce and bring an next human. It's a know you make the wrong number one. Rhythm up, because my mama that was you acapella. Yes, and now rhythm. This one is called Live Clean. Live Clean. You understand right now? I don't straight up all people that believe in goodness. This one is called Live Clean. Run the rhythm. You don't know. Symphony sound, big things. New York. Yeah. And give me some more, man. Tune over my it's sweet. Yeah, look at it, yeah. I don't mind it. You don't know it already. I want to go. See there? Big up. Cook. Food was good. Everybody have a good time? Yes. Bless up. Sonia, you don't know what things set up. Lily, good. All right. I'll be from all England. Cross Keys. Yes. Colin, see I come true. Come true. You don't know. And all your kids, you don't know. Bless up. Yeah. Symphony, you don't know the things. So you see while we're waiting, let us do some next acapella. Next acapella. While we're waiting. Yeah, this one is called Live Clean. Live clean, up in the eyesight. Watch it hypocrites, them not out the Bible side. Live clean, up in the eyesight. The one I'm soft coming down. But we said, like them from far. One they clear I got in the heart. I mean, you're not a part, you can't fool the man. I thought, but you are star, and I'm not salt food. I drink a rum bar, last thing I strike you with that lightning ball. You think of something man, Jericho ball, if you weak in your heart. about after a man Rasta, man Tanta. I said, say the person, say the bless up. Say the have mercy. Oh, say, I want to talk the power of clean. The eyesight. Our poor coming in rice, sight them from God. You want it here, man. Not in our heart. And we are another part. You can't fool them, man. A proper you are star and you have them salt pork. The drink of some heart. You love your with all like in all. You think that's what you man. Where we go, you weak in heart. You don't have all. I'm not a rasta man. I'm not a Paul. If you give all one not you're not gonna know what you're not against the wall then you find out you don't fall well clean because that's the eyesight what if they're in the lost from the side live clean not just the eyesight you want them so poor we say well Hollywood the walk to come clean the hand your pure and clean prove from nothing let's go and be let's move like a team nothing how we dream from God up your mouth. Him not make the cream. As God you fit just not no human being. In times of trouble, the health you redeem. The wash away your skin. Bring you clean. If you are a old man, just jump on the team. They don't put yo, bring on the mic no more. Yes, we only do it more. One is the song. Yeah.
There was a little bit of a distortion between the connection between the live feed and the sound system. So there was something going on there, and there was also an audio issue. So we have to try to clean this up the best way possible and repost it at a later date. But for now, this is what happened. So we're gonna play a few more minutes of this. I'm gonna touch some immigration stuff before we actually close. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and the music. Respect, symphony. You don't know. From top again. Start him again, symphony.
So this is DJ Wayne Ranks. He lives now in the United States, but his mom is from the Plowden, South Manchester kind of area. So that's where the roots is from. And these are, if you notice in the video, you can see the U.S. flag and a Jamaican flag below it. So this is up in upstate New York in the Catskills. So if you know the Catskills Mountains, that's in that area. It's a beautiful, scenic kind of an environment. And this is an annual event that is held by his mom and her husband, who's an attorney. And this is a beautiful, beautiful scene. And it was also a great, great event. This is a private event, and he and Wayne Ranks was making a tribute to his mother and also her husband. That's the I'll withhold the name here, but this was also a beautiful event that's held every year, and you had Symphony Sound, which was called at the last minute because DJ Latta had some engagements overseas, and he could not be there. So they were Symphony Sound was called at the last minute. They had other engagements, and they had to split the sound from one of the engagements in order for this to happen. So the quality of this is not so good because they were not given the opportunity to prepare properly. And this was a couple of days before the event, and DJ Paul Shim had to fly in from Florida. And, there's a lot of stuff that was going on that he had to make it happen, and he did. And we say hats off to Symphony Sound for coming in at the last minute, and they were playing at multiple events on that day. And so they had to squeeze us in on an emergency. And this was an extreme emergency because DJ Latta only gave us that information a couple of days before the event. And we had to search around in this high season. And summer is the high season, so everybody's booked out long in advance. So I was really appreciative of Symphony Sound to come in and save the day. So I don't want anyone to criticize the video and say the sound no sound good or no, they had to make it happen because it was an emergency. And DJ Latta had an emergency overseas, and we had to now fit somebody in with their sound system. So that was Symphony Sound, and they made it happen. The day was great. So it all is well that ends well. So let's continue to listen a few more minutes of this, and then I'll move on to some immigration stuff. Here we go. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
This one is all coming from together. Yeah. I don't know, so I'm surprised. Listen. You come from get up. All the building and rebel. I'm going to pursue my life to know the things that's right. It's not a cost, not about trouble or food. So my view are my view, not the truth. And your view are your view, and not the truth. Respect what I do, and I'll risk. We don't have to say the curfew. Then we go. You have to want to make me time them. Spill up, solution. We got a big one. The game and the future to come. Don't know for it will not come home. But you breath with small. All the people is the one taking the gun. I'll burn my food and every roll up the front. And make the cars, you know, and this one. The Babylon kingdom. When the Almighty man come above to you. The last thing you want to take up people. You want to know how much the whole thing. We are come from to get up. What the building rebel. I'm pursue my life with the things that it doesn't cost. Not about trouble, but if I view up my view, not the truth, and your view, not the truth. It's like what I do, I risk. Let me go, so I'm never too afraid to defend the poor. Suffer bad, boy, say. Never too afraid to defend the poor. Struggle out, hear the rock and tell the birds. I'm never too afraid to defend the poor. Just bad, boy, say. Never too afraid to defend the poor. Struggle out, then we go some my life. Look your boat on the top, look your boat for soup. Look your boat on the top, look your police. Come on deck, then the people like the buffalo. 54 shots, every something like the road. Them not get ripped up, respect us. The most thing them up, the top on the phone. All them up down the cheese from them. Until we get the growth, we drinking water and them promote. And justice to us to come there with the truth. I'm never too afraid. Pull up. Stop it,
Okay, so we have a pause in the video. Okay, here we go.
I couldn't come here, right? Give me the short time. I want to give the girls my girls medley, and then that's gonna be it for the night for me. I just want to give the girls my girls show. Yes, go.
Okay, so
hey, cool. You don't know.
We're gonna have a couple more minutes. A couple more minutes of Wayne Ranks. If you want to watch the entire thing, go to part 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can see in the video, Naram Promotions Roadshow at the Catskills, New York. This is part 4, so you have 3 other parts to it. Check it out, guys. We have to raise our hats to Symphony Sound for saving the day. They really, really saved the day, guys, because at the last minute in the summer, in the high season, DJ Latta had an emergency, and he had to travel overseas, and he's going to be there for an extended time, and we had to call in Symphony Sound at the last minute. So DJ Paul Shim had to fly in from Florida. They had multiple events in New York and Florida, so they had to figure out a way to get a sound system up there after they've been extended in on 3 other venues plus this one. So they made it happen at the last minute. So Miss Heather is from South Manchester, Jamaica, and her husband Evan is from the United States. They live up in the Catskills, and I'm telling you, this is in the mountain. It's a beautiful venue. It's an every year event, and we could not afford for this event not to happen because a lot of people plan a year in advance to come there, and it was amazing because it's a mixed crowd of Jamaican and American and also Spanish speaking people that converged here every year. So it was amazing that symphony sound. And I'm telling you, Paul Shim, I gotta say thank you, and we're indebted to you for that, forever and ever, because he turned and he said, George, we're booked out, and then he called back and said, let's see what we can do. And at that time, the stress level went down because I know Paul was going to make it happen. Symphony Sound was going to make it happen, and they did. And we say hats off to them because I'm telling you, when you have an every year event and you cannot afford for a mishap like this to happen, so we hope that everything works out with DJ Latza. We're praying for him, whatever is going on. Let's I hope everything works out well. But at that last minute, the temperatures rose when he said he could not make it, and we had to call in Symphony Sound, and they turned up, and they turned it on, and it turned up the heat as well, because they did an amazing job for last minute. And I'm telling you, hats off to Symphony Sound, and we say big up Symphony Sound every time. So we're gonna say we're gonna play a couple more minutes of this of Wayne Ranks. He's the son of Heather, and they hail from South Manchester, and he's doing this DJ tribute to his mom and her husband. That's his stepdad. That's Evan, and he is killing it. But as I said, the distortion between the sound system and the live podcast was a little bit. There's something going on there, but we weren't able to work it out. As I said, everything was last minute. So this is the best we can do. I'll try to clean it up and repost it at a later date. But for now, here we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Here we go.
Yes, we cook. Food was good. General, we go. They don't know. Hot box.
Okay, so they're lining up.
Stop it.
All right.
Show them. I put on anyone.
We're getting the rhythm ready. Here we go.
What the girls then? Yes, stepping in hot this year. Yes, stepping in hot this year from a hot place. And I used to because some girls jump off a shape now them see it. You hot and hot. I got a lot of chat you hot and hot. You make you want to watch you hot and hot. I got a lot of chat you hot. Well, them can't chat, you want to chat. You don't know none of them and good looking girl. You know say you want something off the breast. Good looking girl, you want to do the record. And one man alone, a stand your cherry, one looking girl. And you better don't get around your body. Oh Lord, you say you hot on that. Come in. What are we talented? Look at me still. I mean, they never put on the $1 million bill. What are we talented? Look at me still. I mean, they never put on the $1 million bill. After one, I can say, well, driving up the ladder, moving up the hill, and I go chop the head like a jack and bill. It climbing up the ladder, yes, what are we talented? Well, yes, we know them are first time. Look for them, and not give me opportunity. Look how long them up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you got to check out the entire part 4. I'll have to try to clean it up as best as possible and repost it at a later date. But it was amazing. It was fun. It was 150% fun. There was a lot of food, a lot of alcohol, a lot to smoke in the mountains. And I'm telling you, it was amazing. Yeah, and it was all fun. You know what I mean? There was you weren't short of anything. That's for sure. And it was it's a year-to-year event. I'm telling you, this is amazing. But listen, what's amazing is election period in Jamaica, right? Yeah, it's election. It's the Jamaican election is September 3rd, and today was Emancipation Day. That was about a few hours ago. Um, we had Emancipation Day. So let's kind of check out both parties. And you had some other parties. I mean, UIC, and some other parties that also are putting their hats in the ring. I think it was three other parties along with the two major parties. But I'm just going to touch on the two major parties right now. Let's touch on the JLP conference in halfway three. And then I want to touch on the PNP. So I want to touch about two videos on the JLP, if I remember right. Yeah. So let's touch on the JLP conference and see what went on there. You know, because and also the PNP conference in Crossroads. So the two kind of evenly matched in terms of the crowd size. The voter size, I don't know. So you have a lot of bandwagonists. They just turn out for the hype, but we need to know what the voters them there. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to bring on stage here. All right. Let's bring on stage the conference in half a tree, and also nomination day for the JLP. And we're going to bring the conference in for the PNP. And then we're going to bring on the nomination day for the PNP. And then we're going to do a lot of some news on the PNP, on the JLP, for nomination day, and see what it looked like. But from my perspective, based on what I'm seeing on multiple videos across the length and breadth of Jamaica, they're evenly matched. It's funny. It is going to be a very, very close election if what I'm seeing is manifest. So let's go. Let's look at the JLP first, and then we'll look at the PNP. All right. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Labor rights, labor rights, and we are the party that has been doing more. That has been doing more to deliver water into communities that don't have water. Communities like those in St. Catherine, Northeastern. And we want to welcome, by the way, is Northeast St. Ann? Where is Northeast St. Ann?
So that was the Jamaica Labour Party's conference in Halfway Tree. Okay, so let's kind of look at now nomination day for the Jamaica Labour Party. So let's get this off or backstage, and then we're going to bring on nomination day. I think it's nomination day for them. This video that I'm about to share. So let's see. Let's kind of check this out first. Let me make sure that I'm showing the right. Okay. So this is another Halfway Tree video. So just to be fair, because I'm going to show two videos from the PNP, I want to be fair with the JLP as well, and make sure that I'm representing both parties equally so that we don't have any complaints. All right. But one thing I've noticed in the media in Jamaica, there's a skew towards the JLP in their coverage. I don't know if you're seeing it, but I'm seeing it that the Jamaica Labour Party over the last few months have been getting more coverage than the People's National Party. And that sways an election. That's kind of election interference. If you think about it in a positive perspective, I think they should be both covered equally. And both parties have been campaigning very early in anticipation of the election. So I think the Jamaica Labour Party is getting a lot more coverage than the People's National Party. I don't know how you see it, but tell me in the comment section. And also remember to go out and vote and represent your party and decide who's going to lead the country. So let's get into the second video for the Jamaica Labour Party. Then we move on to the PNP. Here we go.
Hold on for our prosperity. Who you voting for?
If you see an MP, make some noise. If you see an MP, make some noise, now, man. If you see an MP over there, so make some noise now. Wanna see an MP? You see Crystal Lee?
Who you voting for? Labour. Who you voting for?
You see Currency Morrison?
Who you voting for? Vote for.
Make some noise for your MP.
Okay, so that was the second video for the Jamaica Labour Party. And now we're going to touch on the People's National Party. So let's move on to the People's National Party, guys. And let's get into this. Hold on a second. Let me set up my screen. But you know, I have to represent both parties equally. You know, this I'm going to put up here is Damien Crawford. But who introduced him was a brother, TJ, from Allegheny Pond District in South Manchester. That's South Central Jamaica. That's a friend of mine. He has been doing the works. And if you notice on previous podcasts, I've shown you him out and about in his constituency doing a lot of work. So the people know him. You know what I mean? And we also have on the other party, vying for the member of parliament, I think it is. Yeah, Mr. Ives. He's also a friend of mine. He has been doing the do as well. So I know both of them. So I'm wishing them the best, and may the best man win. Bridging enough for fighting. But you know, we're gonna bring on Mr. Damien Crawford, the real Rasta for the PNP. You know what I mean? Him really talk the talk, you know. And he did walk the walk. So let's hear from him and see what's going on. Here we go.
Crossroads, are you ready? If you're feeling the change, wave your flags, no man. If you're ready for Mark Jefferson Golden, wave your flags, no man. Only Rasta feel the people over hills and valleys too. What can go? After September 3rd, only one Crawford. After September 3rd, only one Crawford. Only Rasta, free the people. Are you ready?
Respect to all who ain't care glass.
Damien Crawford.
Respect to all who say that truth. Who celebrate them youth. I believe I them got you. Hear me now, friends. Man, I suffer too long. Yeah, man, I suffer too long. Living a big get too long. Man, I suffer too.
So, ladies and gentlemen, hold on a second. Let me put this forward a little bit because you need to hear a little bit of this.
So all evil that means me harm, over where they came from, no demonic word proper shall prosper. And when you hold ya, they can't speak the lion paw. Yeah. Listen me now. First of all, I thank you for what you have done for us. The fact that we are almost sure of victory is because none of you surrendered when the times were low and the friends were few. We will never forget. You stood with us, you believed in us, and you positioned us in a place that all things held constant. Send the tractor, it will be a landslide come the 3rd of September. Listen to me now. Central Kingston, I am depending on you. No fumble double when it comes to the 3rd. We need McGregor. Central Kingston. Hold on, man. East Rural St. Andrew, I will never forget you. And you bust me. When them said no Rasta couldn't be in a parliament, and you make me be the first man with locks to be in a parliament.
Modern companies have a sales tax.
Hold on, let's get this off the screen and continue.
Hold on. So when I hear them as a labor right of Rasta too, that are two, but trying to mix up the original. Trying to mix up the original. Mix this. I'm on the brush them like a pit bull. Mix with the Eastern St. Andrew, we need you. One Patricia. I'm going to tell you something about one of the hardest working people I've met. May I tell you something about one of the most committed people that I've seen. One of the people that when they come over to the People's National Party, we don't feel no way. Because you cannot cause a goat where you used to say move, you say me. You see Joan Garden Webley, we need. Ready now. Northwest St. Catherine, me know now watch. Everything good. Nobody feel like we now. Monday we are going there. Me I belong to you now. But let me tell you something. My granny tell me, said donkey, said the world on level. And from the time when my granny tell me, I say, why donkey? Why not cow? Why not dog? Why not fox? You know why them say donkey? Because donkey is the dumbest thing. And if donkey know, everybody should have known. But sometimes I have to remind myself, say the world no level. Because everything where the Rasta do is a problem. When Darren Vaza play Chichi Man, them no say it is gimmicks. When Tough Tana tell lie pan KD, them not say it is gimmicks. When Andrew run a whole election pan clerks, them not say it is gimmicks. When him go take JUTC bus, them not say it is gimmicks. When him take off him shoes and walk in a river, them not say it is gimmicks. When him gonna have a tree and give out flyer, them not say it is gimmicks. But every time I talk, them say it is gimmicks. Hold on, man. When Andrew Holness declare a place where don't have sewage open, they don't say it's gimmicks. When he cut a ribbon for the third time in 9 years, they don't say it is gimmicks. When he broke ground in St. Elizabeth for something that won't start in 2 years. But if it's one thing I know, Tutu's ribbon safe because there will be a change of government. But I saw him in half a tree. Same as give out booklet. Now let me remind you about something. I am a lecturer in marketing. Me no want go like me show off, but you see when you don't show them your pedigree, them treat you like mongrel. So me have to show them my pedigree. When me I teach marketing at UWI, Christoph I teach marketing at UWI. Christoph, if you don't want to lie, tell them so your class empty when my class full. But hold on. I see them, I give out flyer half a tree. And I put my marketing brain and I say, listen, this couldn't be nothing but political theater because they have 2 million voters and one day half a tree could not reach 2 million voters. I said, why is Andrew doing this? He must be trying to say that he is from the people and he is of the people. But when they were locking up thousands of youth in jail under state of emergency, he wasn't from the people. Hold on. Hold on. When they were saying that cook shop have to lock 6 o'clock, but big restaurant could have opened with 10, they weren't from the people. Joe Baknarovich, big up yourself. Scatter Burrell, big up yourself. But how come Sunfest could go till 7, but every round robin have to lock off till 2? They were not from the people.
I'm looking for people back.
Let's move that off the screen. And here we go.
Well, hey, Dayton, me just not lock down Northwest. Me ready now for the road, you know. The whole road belong to we now, you know. When they said nothing could keep under COVID, how come them open it for the Nigger party and open it for Sunfest, then lock it back? They were not. But listen to me. So when I see that little marketing ploy, I said to myself, yo, me I go show them see how we are on the ground. I go down there go show say you see the youth them from back to where white car glass and my youth them. So when I hear Andrew Holness I talk about him never born with gold spoon in his mouth. Me no know who him a compare himself to. Andrew, what you know about 8 people in a 1 2-bedroom? I mean that. Andrew, what you know about when my mother and my father and on the door, them have curtain and a 6 hour we have to sleep on 2 divan? I mean that. Dayton, what Andrew know about when you have 3 shoes and them have a name, school shoes, church shoes, and going out shoes? Are we that? So don't style Mark Golden, because we around him will defend him to the end, because we know. So Comrade Golden, when I hear Andrew, I say him never born with gold spoon in my mouth. That does not mean you should steal it.
Oh, pirates, yes, they rabbi. So right to the merchant ships. From the bottom.
Voila. For this election, Andrew Holness want to tell me that 2 taxi made him a billionaire, and none of we never take none of them taxi there yet. Was it a space taxi?
Ladies and gentlemen, election is fun, right? So let me kind of move on to the news here, so for nomination day, and let's see what was in store on nomination day from the major news network in Jamaica, one of them. So let's put that on screen for a couple of minutes, and we're going to close the show. We're going to touch some immigration stuff, then close the show, so we don't have a lot of time left. So here we go, guys. We're going to share the screen, and let's go to the news. All right, so breaking news, want to get the, okay, here we go. So let's share this with you, the audience, and then we're gonna kind of hightail into the other stuff real quick and close the show. Here we go.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Midday News. Here's what we have in the bulletin. PNP President, first of the 2 party leaders to be nominated for the September 3 polls. PNP unfavorability ratings adjusted. And later in sports, Mount Pleasant ready for Caribbean Cup on Tuesday.
Hold on.
Bottom of the constituency, Spanish Town Road, basically, and walking all the way up. And now it's at St. Louis Church. So we basically traversed the entire constituency. And it was a good walk.
So let's kind of move that forward.
2025 is in full swing.
Okay.
And if
Let's get rid of this off the screen and move into the rest of the news. Here we go.
Western Jamaica, Western Westmoreland specifically, or reporter Kimberly Petty is there.
Thanks, Kerry. I am here at Gordon Hall in Grange Hill, Westmoreland. So far, we've witnessed the nomination of independent candidate Bilbert Lancaster James and the PNP's Ian Hales. The JLP's Dr. Garfield James is expected to be nominated at 1 p.m. today. An interesting point to note is that all three candidates are new to this seat. However, it is expected to be closely contested between Hales and James. Now, nomination activities have been happening across Westmoreland. Scores of supporters from the JLP and PNP have been flocking the venue. What we've noticed is that quite a number of independent candidates are being nominated here in Westmoreland, but I'll have further details in subsequent newscasts. It's back to you in studio, Kerry.
Thank you, Kimberly. Now our reporter Kirk Wright is in Eastern St. Thomas.
Thank you very much. At about 10:40, the JP's representative for Eastern St. Thomas, Dr. Michelle Charles, was nominated here at the Coke Methodist Church. She arrived with a throng of supporters, but as usual, only 10 people are allowed to enter the nomination center, and that's exactly what happened. Inside, she paid her $15,000. She was nominated. Following that, her father, who was by her side, her father and son actually were in attendance. Her father gave her a kiss after that and wished her the best of luck.
That's a beautiful thing. And, you know, it's election season and we got to respect all the parties because there's more than, you know, one party represented in this election. It's historic and you got to support your party. You know what I mean? Go out and vote, but also do your research. Do you want more of the same or you want to make a change? It's up to you. I can't influence that for you. You have to make that decision for yourself because whosoever leads the country will lead the entire country, not just their own party. And you got to know what future you're looking for Jamaica right now. Jamaica is positioned for greatness. But you have to have not only good leaders, but great leaders to match this global environment. Understand what's going on. Do your research. Who's best to lead the country at this point? That's the decision you got to make. Who's going to be in your best interest? And I also ask the sugar workers and also the hourly workers who are disenfranchised from their pensions to go out and let your voices be heard. Talk to those who represent you. Whichever party they're from, you need to know what the future holds for you. It is your choice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we're coming close to the end of the show. So let's touch on a few immigration topics here, and then we're gonna close the show. So let's go. So first up, here we go. So we get Mr. Bernstein on the screen, and let he talk to you for a couple of seconds. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. Here we go, guys. We're about to close the show, so we gotta be moving real fast here. And
U.S. citizens can have their phones searched at the border or at an international airport. Immigration does not need a warrant to do it. They don't even need probable cause. You can just look at them the wrong way, smile the wrong way. Immigration officer can ask to unlock your phone, go through your messages, your photos, your call logs, anything stored locally on your phone. They can look at your bank statements. But here's what they can't do. They can't access your cloud services, and they can't deny your entry into the United States. You're a U.S. citizen. They also can't force you to give up your password. You can say no. Then they have a right to hold on to your phone for up to 5 days. Bring it to some special IT people who will get the information they want anyway. You'll be delayed at the airport having arguments with them. It's only going to be a small percentage of people that this happens to. It does happen. And you as a U.S. citizen traveler has to think ahead of time. What am I going to do if this happens to me when I come back into the United States?
so, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have available. I say God bless you, and always pray when you're going out. Remember this. Pray when you're going out, pray when you're coming in. And always remember, God is in control. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the show. God bless you all, and we see you at the next show. Our promotions is at you.